Well, hello YouTube, long time no see. This is Wiggles, as you probably know at this point already. Yeah, with my second channel update video. A lot of you have probably been wondering where the hell I've been. I'm here to clarify that, here to talk about a few other things that I want to discuss, and also probably what a lot of you want to hear, what I'm actually working on and what I have planned for the future as far as videos and content here. So yeah, that's what's in store for the rest of the video, so sit back, relax, and we'll get into some Wiggles here. So first and foremost, yeah, where have I been? So it's been, I think, close to about 5 months since my last video. That was my KO Flying Squadron video where I reviewed that game, and if you haven't watched it yet, you should go ahead and do that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's been a while since I've released any content or anything like that, and the biggest reason for that is I've had a lot going on in my life since that video came out. I got married, for one, which was really cool. Got married to my longtime girlfriend, then turned longtime fiance, and we finally got married, which was really cool. And then I also bought a house, which I honestly thought I was never going to be able to do, especially given the current housing climate and whatnot, but I was actually able to pull it off, and so had to deal with finding the house, having an offer accepted, closing, moving, getting all my stuff set up, my YouTube recording equipment set back up, and yeah, that was incredibly exciting but incredibly stressful, so that kind of ate up all my time, which frankly I haven't even really been able to play any video games recently, which really sucks because I feel like at pretty much any given moment in my life, with the exception of just really busy periods, I've always been able to play a game, and I really enjoy playing games, obviously. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have a channel about video games and whatnot. Duh. Yeah, no, I haven't really been able to play video games either, so that's been pretty crappy. On top of that, just been really busy with work. I've had a lot more responsibilities with work recently for a variety of reasons, and so it's just been kind of one thing after another, and I'm finally at the point in my life with everything going on where it's like, cool, I can actually sit down and start making videos again, and you know, what better way to break into that than tell you where I've been for the last half year almost. So yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. Another thing I wanted to bring up too, and this also kind of contributes to why I haven't made any content in a while, is the fact that I've actually been struggling with deciding whether or not I want to continue doing YouTube videos. And that might seem kind of weird, like, you know, it's like, why are you making an update video if you were thinking about possibly quitting? Good news is that I decided I don't want to quit YouTube. The main reason why is because I want to make videos for you guys and videos that you all enjoy watching. The reason why I was considering leaving was because I absolutely hate Google, and I hate YouTube by extension of hating Google. Most of you probably don't need an explanation as to why that is. Google is just a really pro-censorship, very corrupt company that does a lot of really shady shit in the background, which I'm sure all of us probably only know a fraction of all that shady shit that they're doing. Yeah, no, I really hate Google, and I've always wished that there was a viable alternative to YouTube as far as getting content out there and getting it viewed. You know, YouTube is kind of it, unfortunately. I mean, I know there's like TikTok now, but TikTok's arguably worse than Google, so yeah, I kind of grappled with that for a really long time, and I mean, I've known for a long time, even prior to me having a YouTube channel, that Google was just a giant flaming pile of shit. I guess what really drove it home for me was probably about a year and a half ago, I did a review on the game Propeller Arena, which you may have not even heard of because it was never actually released, and there's a very good reason why it was never released. It had to do with a historical event that happened in the early 2000s involving a really famous city in the United States. Probably don't need to say any more past that. That event had to do with why that game was canceled. I was completely respectful of that event. I didn't make any sort of wisecracks or jokes about it. I was pretty matter of fact about it when describing it in relation to the game's cancellation, but apparently Google didn't like that still. In fact, they don't like you talking about any sort of controversial or even semi-controversial historical events, current events, political stuff. They don't want you talking about any of that. And I knew like certain things I couldn't talk about, but like I was like, all right, seriously, come on here. This is common knowledge. This is actual historical event. And again, I'm discussing it in the most respectful way I possibly can. But Google still didn't like that. And so they subtly / not so subtly let me know by essentially axing my views and access to my videos pretty much in half. I had about a 50% reduction in subscribers, or not subscribers, views, which it also slowed down my subscribers. Yeah, it cut my views down by about 50%. And for a while I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, why are my views down so much? What happened? And I did some digging and some research, and that's what I found out, that Google just is incredibly pro-censorship, and I apparently crossed the line, and that's why they did what they did to my channel. Admittedly, since then, I feel like that spark that I had when I originally started my channel prior to me putting that Propeller Arena video up had just kind of died for the most part. I felt like I was doing my videos because I would get like briefly inspired to do one, but a lot of the times while I was working on it, I would be like, oh man, I don't know if I want to continue working on this, or I don't know, I just didn't have that same motivation. And so I had been struggling with that pretty much ever since that video went up. And some of my videos I literally worked on for like 2 or 3 months, when before that video it would have taken me like a week or two to fully create that video from nothing to the final product. So I was like, I don't really want to create content on this platform anymore, run by a company that's so opposite of what my beliefs and my feelings are towards a lot of things. While I was sort of grappling with that, I kind of was thinking, well, why am I making these videos primarily? And that's because A, I enjoy making them, and B, I like making them for you guys, because it seems like a lot of you really enjoy my content. Some of you have been vocal about things about my content that you really don't like, which some of it I appreciate, at least the constructive criticism there. I want to create videos for all my subscribers, all the people that watched at least one of my videos and saw something redeemable and good about my content enough to where it's like, yeah, I want to see more of what you have to offer, and I want to watch more of your videos. And even a few of you have messaged me in comments and stuff, just being like, God, your videos are so good, and I love listening to them in the background. I love, watching them whenever I can. And that's like one of the biggest compliments you can give to somebody who creates content on this channel, no matter who they are. Just that, your videos mean that much to even just one person. And that's just so cool to me. Like, I really, really like that. And even in my own personal life, I can think of channels that I've subscribed to for over a decade that I watch all their new videos when they come out, and then sometimes when I don't know what else to do, I'll literally just put their videos on in the background on my phone or on my computer, and I'll just listen to their videos for 2 or 3 hours just in the background. And that's something I really enjoy doing, whether it's I'm just bored or I'm having a bad day, or maybe I just feel like, watching their videos or listening to their videos. Yeah, I do that fairly regularly as sort of a leisure activity. And so knowing that I can sort of help people out in that way and entertain people like that in our world currently, which is circling the drain continuously, that's really cool. And I would really like to continue making content for that reason. Another thing I want to discuss in this video is somewhat of a format change. You've probably noticed in this video that I sound a little bit different than I usually do. I know my voice mostly sounds the same, but I guess my inflection sounds a lot different, and that's because right now I'm mostly talking off the cuff. I am going off an outline with bullet points and everything to sort of remember what I want to discuss and what I need to discuss in this video, but I'm not doing what I've done in pretty much all my other videos with the exception of one, which is write out a full script with paragraphs and everything of what I'm going to say exactly word for word. The reason why I went with that format to begin with was because I didn't want to forget anything, and on top of that, I'm not the world's best orator. I say a lot of ums, likes, you knows, and I'm sure you're going to hear some of those in those videos, even though I'm going to edit quite a few of them out still. But the thing is that that's just how I talk, and that's just my normal cadence and how I communicate. Reading from a script is just something that's very, very inorganic for me. Obviously, I don't normally talk off a script when I'm talking in real life with people. I'm talking as my thoughts and what I want to say is coming to me in the moment. That isn't always as clean and nice as, having a fully written out script and everything like that with, okay, this is what I'm going to say, this is what I want to describe it as, this is what I want to sort of insert in terms of a comment about it. When you're talking, you don't always remember exactly what you want to say sometimes, at least I don't. And so that's why I decided to go with the script, but the problem with the script was that my cadence was all weird. Like, it's way different than I normally talk, and I'm sure all of you can tell the difference right now. When I'm reading off a script, I don't have my normal breaths and my normal pauses that I do when I'm normally talking, and because of that, it would come across as I was like out of breath towards the end. Because of that, a lot of vocal fry would come through, and I naturally have a vocal fry, like not as bad as in my videos. It is something that I have, and it's just the way I talk, and I know it sounds very Valley Girl-ish and Kardashian-ish or whatever. It's just the way I talk. Someone, actually I think a couple people humorously said that I sound like Al Gore from South Park. I mean, it was probably meant as an insult, but I It literally cracked me up. I was like, that's kind of awesome. I'm super serial about this video, guys. Go! So I don't know, maybe I'll have to do a video as Al Gore. The main reason why my voice sounds the way it does and the way I talk is because I've always been reading off a script, and I had the best intentions when I decided I was going to do that for my videos. But unfortunately, in execution, it just is very different and conflicts with the way that I usually talk and the way I usually deliver my speech whenever I talk to people or a group of people or whatever. To address that issue, I've decided that instead of writing out a full script word for word what I'm going to say, I'm instead going to be using outlines from now on. The first video that I decided to use an outline with was actually my KO Flying Squadron video. That video is not perfect, mostly because I was sort of trying to wean myself off of, I guess, the script reading approach. What I mean by that is, like, even though I was running off of bullet points, I sort of had word for word what I wanted to say in my head. And so when I was doing the video, I was trying to sort of almost like read the script in my head. It wasn't like an actual script I had written, but it was like one that was like almost like on a teleprompter in my head. And so I would still have those same issues with like breathing and delivery and sort of have my natural cadence and stuff. But it did sound better, at least in my opinion it did. And hopefully that came through with anyone who watched that video and who's watched any of my previous videos, and you can go back and be like, oh yeah, he does sound quite a bit different. He doesn't have the normal accentuated noises at the end of the sentence or anything like that, or mid-sentence, and there's not as much vocal fry a lot in the videos either with the way that I'm talking. So hopefully that came across. I feel like it did, but I'll let you all be the judge of that. I'm not a fan of how I sound in a lot of my videos either. Again, I'm not like a master orator or speech giver. I've never been that great at public speaking or anything like that. So yeah, it's something that I do struggle with, and admittedly, it's probably the part of my videos that I feel like I do need to work on the most, and this is sort of my attempt to address that. So I want to let everybody know going forward, this is going to be the format change. This is how things are going to be delivered differently. Hopefully the quality of my videos improves because of it. So yeah, here's hoping for less comments about my annoying voice in the future. Next point I want to bring up, as some of you probably have realized at this point, I certainly have realized it, I hit 1,000 subscribers finally, which isn't something I ever really thought I would ever be able to do. I had no idea what to expect going into making content on YouTube. I figured I wouldn't become like PewDiePie or anything like that and have like millions of subscribers. Again, I didn't know if I would attract enough attention to my channel to where I could get like a few thousand subscribers. I had no idea, but I just went in knowing that I wanted to make videos on YouTube. It had been a goal of mine for a really long time. Just the fact that I hit 1,000 is just super cool to me, and as a result of that, first and foremost, I want to thank absolutely all my subscribers and people who watch my videos regularly, even if you don't subscribe. I really appreciate it. I make these videos for you guys. I personally enjoy making them too, and as long as you all enjoy watching them and commenting on them, I will enjoy making them still. Yeah, I'm just totally stoked and blown away that I got 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, thank you everyone. Like, you're all awesome. But in relation to my achievement of getting 1,000 subscribers, I actually have a video planned here, hopefully in the next month or two. We'll see, I guess, because I'm still fairly busy, but obviously not as busy as I was to where I can actually make videos again. So I have a video planned to celebrate my 1,000 subscriber goal. It's a video it's a countdown video, I'll say that much, but it is a little bit different than the videos that I typically make. One other hint I'll give about it is that it's a more personal countdown, and we'll leave it at that. Keep an eye out for that in the next month or two, maybe 3 months. I hope not, but I'm not going to make any promises I can't keep with that one, so we'll see what happens with it. However, that will probably not be my next video. My next video is actually a video that I did in my old format where I was reading a script, so it is going to have more of that vocal fry and weird cadence and stuff in it, unfortunately. Sorry. I'm about halfway done with that video. I started it a really long time ago, but it's coming along. I'm currently working on it. I hope to have it out maybe within, I don't know, sometime before the end of June, maybe early July, but it will be coming out soon, so you won't have to wait another half year to get a video from me. That one's coming out relatively soon, so keep an eye out for that one. And then finally, there's another video that I've been working on even longer than that video. This video I started, sadly, probably even close to a year ago, and the reason why that video hasn't been made yet is because of technical difficulties. The console that I was capturing footage from was a modded console. The way it was modded did not agree with my capture card. In addition to my capture card, I also installed a new video card recently, which was doing all kinds of shenanigans in the background that was kind of messing with the capture footage. And so that video, I thought I was like, okay, I'm almost done with capturing my footage, and I went to go watch a lot of the footage again, and it was screwed up. Like, it was really bad. And so for whatever odd reason, some of the games came out fine, but other ones were just completely unusable in terms of the footage. So that video has a few other issues reviews too, and because it's been such a long time, I'm probably just going to start from scratch on that one. But it is a countdown video, and it is something that probably a lot of you are going to be really happy to see me making if you've liked some of my other countdowns that I've made. So that one should hopefully be out here, I don't know, maybe sometime this summer, but again, we'll see. But yeah, as far as other content that I plan on making, I'm going to be continuing with the top 10 and the top 5 countdowns. I love making those videos. I really enjoy doing sort of the research, aka playing a ton of games. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? And sort of determining which of those games deserve to be in a top 10 for whatever genre or genre on a console or from a company or anything like that. I do plan on doing more review videos as well. Just occasionally I play a game and I'm like, yeah, this game's pretty cool. Like, I want to make a review on it. There will be more review videos in the near future, I'm hoping. One other thing I wanted to address too was in my previous channel update video, there was all kinds of plans that I was making at the time, and a lot of them unfortunately didn't pan out for one reason or another. For that reason, I do apologize. I hope I didn't get anyone's hopes up or anything like that. Just, you know, life happens, other stuff happens, and things don't always work out the way you planned. And, you know, this making videos on YouTube it's not my full-time job. I have plenty of other things I need to do in my real life to sort of maintain paying bills and my health and spending time with my family and things like that. So this is just kind of a side thing that I do. Because of that, sometimes, you know, things that I intend on doing with my YouTube channel, they just sort of fall by the wayside, unfortunately. So it sucks, but yeah, some of the things that I had addressed in that video just won't be happening at this point, unfortunately. Or if they do happen, they won't be happening for a while. So that does kind of suck. But overall, as far as what you've come to expect from my channel, all that stuff is still trucking on and continuing on the way it has been. So yeah, that'll be happening still. And one other thing I wanted to talk about before I wrap this video up here is in my last update video, I also had mentioned that I was going to exclusively be doing sort of arcade style games. And that is mostly still true. I still plan on doing predominantly games that did appear in arcades or could have appeared in arcades for one reason or another. I have done a little bit of backpedaling on my stance of like, oh, I'm only doing videos like that. I do want to start doing videos that don't have to do anything with arcade games or arcade style games. Mostly things with like action adventure games, platformers, maybe some RPGs. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge RPG fan. I used to be a long time ago, but they just don't really do it for me like they used to. Occasionally, maybe depending on how many videos I release each year, let's just say, for example, if I release 10 videos a year, 1 or 2 of those might be something that doesn't have to do with arcades. And I know that's a little bit silly considering I changed my channel just from Wiggles to Wiggles Arcade to be like, oh yeah, I create arcade content. And that still is true. I'm not changing that. I'm just saying that there might be other videos that are sort of not arcade related that I might do here and there, but the vast majority of my content is still going to be arcade related. So if you're here for that reason, definitely do not worry. You will get plenty of that. But yeah, no, that's all I really wanted to go over in this update video. I know it went on a little long and hopefully I didn't ramble too much about various things, but yeah, I just wanted to get everything out. I just wanted to catch up with you guys and just let you know where I've been, what's going on, and what I sort of have planned for the future. If you're not subscribed yet and you just stumbled upon this video, definitely watch some of my videos and hopefully that'll inspire you to subscribe and view more of my content in the future. And then for everybody that has been subscribed, again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching my videos and commenting on them and liking them or giving me constructive criticism about them. I definitely take all that to heart and I use that feedback to try and make my videos even better than they were before. So I just wanted to throw that out there and just let you know that I am sincerely very grateful for just everything you guys do. You guys are awesome. So, but yeah, anyhow, I'll end it there. Thank you all so much. Have a good one and see you around soon.